So last summer, I had a very good social life. I was hanging out with friends every night. I was talking to girls, having a good time, and I really was enjoying myself. Now, this was one of my most memorable summers, but there is a problem. I became very unproductive and I didn't see much growth. So I tried to, post videos and make good content and live both types of lives, the social life and the productive life. But it didn't work. I eventually just gave in to like my bad habits, would go hang out with people too late and then wake up the next morning and not have productive work at all. And things fell apart. So basically, I had this big friend zone that tore me apart. And then I became depressed. I was very sad. I just didn't have that zest for life anymore because, like, just everything fell apart. I stopped hanging out with friends as much and I was just unproductive. So basically, what happened was I just didn't I didn't want to keep going. I wanted to just quit. I just wanted to lay in my bed all day because of how bad my mental health got because I stopped meditating. I stopped doing mental health habits because I was just like, "Oh, I'm living a good life. I don't need to do that because if I'm living a good life, then what's the point of doing meditation? Because, I should be happy already." And it wasn't a good idea because I stopped meditating and eventually I would listen to my emotions too much. I knew I needed to change. And so I basically decided to make that change again and start growing. And it worked. Like, I got my first sale, I got good views, and things started going well for me again. And I was so happy. But then school started and I got soft. I fell off again because there was this other girl that came into my life and I was like, "Oh shoot, guys, this might work out." And turns out it didn't, and I wasted a bunch of time. But I'm glad I learned this lesson and I'm glad that I can share this lesson with you. What you need to understand is being productive is going to be lonely. It's worth it. From my experience, it is absolutely worth it to go through this lonely productive chapter. Right now, I have friends. I do have friends, and I actually hang out with my friends here and there, but I limit my time. I make sure that productivity and getting work done is more important right now because I need to achieve my goals and I like have to sacrifice for that. You need to understand that you're going to have to cut people off. And it's going to suck. It's supposed to suck, but eventually you're going to feel fulfilled. So, right now, I am being very productive. I've been working really hard on like some projects that are going to be coming out soon, and I'm very excited to get this going. So I have to limit my time around people. I don't really go out and hang around people as much. I've cut off some bad influences. They were good friends of mine, but I'm sorry, like, they're not benefiting my life, so I have to just leave. It's hard and it's not fun. I don't It's not fun, but it's fulfilling. And I've become productive because of it. I'm not saying cut off everybody, but if you have friends that are drinking, if you have friends that are telling you to like stay up late and hang out with them all night or something, but you don't want to, you might need to cut them off and go through a little bit of loneliness. There's a difference between like loneliness when you're desperate and loneliness when you're fulfilled. So I used to like back last summer, I was trying to hang out with friends too much. I was trying to like talk to too many girls because I felt lonely. And so I was desperate because I didn't have my purpose really figured out and I didn't have anything to work for. I in return, I went to look for outer validation. I would look for validation to fill that hole. But now I'm trying to fill that hole with purpose. So purpose with like my business, purpose with fitness, and most importantly, purpose like with God and religion. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to fulfill you is your relationship with God and like how locked in you are with your purpose. So once you realize this, going through the lonely, like productive chapter is a lot easier. So like right now, I'm fine with being a little bit lonely. It hurts and like I'm a human. Obviously, like sometimes I get those thoughts of, oh, I should just go hang out with people. And sometimes it's a good thing to hang out with people. This morning I just went and boxed with some friends. It's so much fun when you're doing fun things with your friends that aren't degenerate. So go play a sport with your friends. Go do something productive, but don't do anything degenerate. Don't do anything stupid. It's not fun. It's unfulfilling. It hurts. It's painful. And one of the benefits of being lonely but productive is you have no distractions. You don't have notifications on your phone, people texting you, "Hey, let's go hang out, bro," because your friends, the friends that you have, for one, that are good for you, are you're going to talk to them less because they're also busy trying to achieve their goals. So you're going to talk to them less than like your friends that don't have a future. You won't have notifications distracting you. So that's another thing. Just this is a side point, but put your phone on D&D. There's no reason for you not to. It's like you're not missing out on anything. Trust me. Like I've had my phone on D&D for months and I have not missed out on anything. So I hope I helped you, and I hope I convinced you to just embrace this lonely chapter because you need it. You need it to, for one, upgrade yourself. You need to get like you need to go through this lonely chapter to get better friends. I did it in the past, like last year around this time. I got some new friends because I upgraded myself. I upgraded who I was. And now I'm upgrading myself again to get even better connections with even more successful people. So remember, this lonely chapter, it's meant for you. You are supposed to go through it and you're supposed to find fulfillment in it. Because then once you find good people, once you find that dream girl, you have your purpose to back you up. So thanks for watching, bro. Check out the top link in the description, and I will see you in the next one.